There's nothing great about taking punishment, being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the world want to say that
he don't see this fight going a distance. Neither does I.
After going a full 12 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather knows firsthand just how formidable the Filipino icon truly is. That's why he's sounding the alarm for Mario Barrios, who is stepping up to challenge the boxing legend. Mayweather believes Barrios is walking into a trap by underestimating a warrior who has seen it all. While most fans are backing Barrios due to his youth and hunger, Floyd strongly disagrees. He's convinced that Pacquiao still has the tools to defeat the reigning WBC welterweight title holder. Let's break down Floyd's comments as he strongly advises Barrios to think twice before entering this battle. People love to say that boxing is a sport for the young, reflexes slow, footwork weakens, and power fades, but what if an older fighter still moves like he did in his prime? What if he can still compete with, and even defeat, the sport's rising stars? That's exactly the position Manny Pacquiao is in right now. At 46, Pacquiao has long surpassed the age when most boxers hang up their gloves, but you wouldn't know it by watching him. His speed remains electric, his footwork is crisp, and that trademark explosiveness is still very much alive. Even though many experts are betting on Barrios because of his age and recent form, there are some in the boxing world who believe Pacquiao shouldn't be written off just yet. One of those voices is none other than Vasily Lomachenko. He recently stated that Pacquiao's age won't be a factor. In his eyes, Manny still moves like he did 10 years ago. Considering this is coming from one of the most technically sound fighters in recent memory, it's not a statement to take lightly.
He's very, very fast. Still Manny Pacquiao looks like 10 years ago.
A surprising endorsement has come from none other than Floyd "Money" Mayweather himself. Yes, the same Mayweather who faced Pacquiao in 2015 in a bout billed as one of the biggest fights of the century, while Floyd walked away with a unanimous decision. Even now, he isn't underestimating Manny's abilities as he prepares to face Barrios. Instead, he's issuing a stern warning to the young challenger.
Manny has so much experience, that man he could get through anything. You know, as long as they have the right plan, whatever they do, man, they have that. They'll be.
Critics often downplay Manny's greatness just because of his loss to Floyd. But let's be honest, getting outpointed by Mayweather isn't a disgrace. Floyd dominated an entire generation of fighters and was a defensive genius in the ring. If anyone can judge Manny's abilities accurately, it's the man who went 12 rounds with him. Today, Floyd is saying Barrios is making a serious mistake, one he may regret. Floyd believes Barrios might not fully understand the challenge of facing someone as seasoned and relentless as Pacquiao. It's not just about how fast Manny still is, or how long he's been around. It's about his ring IQ, his masterful technique, and his unshakable will to win. Floyd's opinion, Manny hasn't lost a step, and Barrios would be foolish to overlook that.
The back, Leonard said, he don't see this fight going a distance. Neither does I.
Pacquiao isn't some faded icon returning for a quick payday. This isn't a charity bout or a promotional gimmick. He's coming back with a clear goal: to win. If you've followed his journey, you know he never does anything halfway. His work ethic, discipline, and laser focus are second to none. Sure, Barrios brings youth, a long reach, and a strong desire to prove himself. He's looked sharp recently, and there's no doubt he sees this as a breakout moment, a chance to make a name for himself by defeating a legend, but that mindset can be dangerous. If you underestimate a fighter like Pacquiao, you might end up paying a steep price. Manny's experience, intelligence, and grit are unmatched.
Any point did a fighter ever make you feel like...
Let's not forget what separates Manny from the rest: the angles, the footwork, the flurries that strike before you even realize what hit you. These are traits you can't simply study or prepare for in the gym, they must be experienced in the ring. And by the time you recognize them, you might already be hitting the canvas.
Oh, but I've been in a fight, I get like in the third or fourth round, like, tonight gonna be...
Mayweather's warning seems to come from a place of respect. He knows exactly how unpredictable and dangerous Manny can be. Despite beating Pacquiao on the scorecards, that fight demanded everything from Floyd. It wasn't a cakewalk, it was a tactical war. And now, he's watching Barrios walk into what could be an even greater challenge than he expects given Floyd's legendary resume. Fans often ask, who tested him the most? He's faced a long list of elite fighters, De La Hoya, Mosley, Canelo, Hatton. Yet when asked who truly pushed him to his limits, Floyd's answer was telling.
One of the best fighters I faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short.
Floyd recalled that one fight stood out among the rest. He remembered reaching the third or fourth round and realizing the night was going to be long and grueling, unlike anything he had experienced before. That opponent, Manny Pacquiao. Yes, the same fighter who cemented his legacy by becoming the only man in boxing history to win world titles in 8 different weight classes, starting at just 108 pounds and climbing all the way to 154. Pacquiao dominated elite competition at every stop, often delivering thunderous knockouts. Floyd admitted that Pacquiao's pressure never let up. I had to keep my distance, he recalled, because Manny never stopped pressing forward, launching attacks from the most bizarre and unexpected angles. Even with Floyd's legendary defense, this wasn't an opponent he could take lightly, not for a single second. In a separate interview, Floyd expressed his astonishment at Manny's accomplishments, at how someone could rise through so many divisions and remain dangerous in all of them. It wasn't just about adding weight. It was about demolishing top-tier fighters across the board. That rare combination of speed, power, and toughness, sustained over so many weight classes, is something Floyd believes we may never witness again.
Say this to the world. It's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys. To me, it's amazing. I guess he...
But beyond Manny's incredible resume, what impressed Floyd the most was the actual battle inside the ring. He didn't hold back. Floyd named Manny Pacquiao as the best fighter he'd ever faced, coming from a man who retired undefeated after fighting a long list of all-time greats. That's one of the highest honors a boxer can receive. What made Pacquiao different? According to Floyd, it was the wild footwork, the strange angles, the seemingly random punches, things no one else could replicate. That's what made him truly unique.
Fighter of our party was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
During their fight, Floyd had a revelation. This is exactly why Pacquiao had toppled so many elite opponents. It wasn't just raw speed or aggression, it was the subtle, almost untraceable things he did in the ring, movements and instincts that made him nearly impossible to imitate, and even harder to counter.
Hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he...
So when Manny eventually stepped away from the sport, Floyd didn't hesitate to honor him. Despite all the pre-fight build-up, the rivalry, and the global spotlight, he openly praised Pacquiao as one of the greatest to ever lace up gloves. His tone wasn't just respectful, it was filled with genuine admiration.
Manny Pacquiao, I think that he's one of the best. He's one of the best. We was able to come together and not, we didn't come together when we wanted to, but we was able to come together and get a...
Now, drawing from that hard-earned wisdom, Floyd has issued a serious warning to Mario Barrios, the young contender preparing to challenge Pacquiao. This wasn't a casual remark. Floyd sounded deeply concerned. He plainly said, "It's not worth it." Taking that kind of damage from someone like Manny, in pursuit of greatness, could come with lasting consequences. Pacquiao throws punches in bunches, and even when they don't land cleanly, the wear and tear builds up. Floyd emphasized the long-term risks, trauma to the brain, injuries that last a lifetime, even impairments to basic mobility and speech. This was more than just boxing talk, it was a cautionary message from someone who's seen it all.
Look at guys like Sugar Ray Robinson, you guys look at certain fighters like Muhammad Ali. There's nothing great about taking punishment, being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the world would say that.
With decades of experience and countless battles behind him, Floyd Mayweather knows exactly what's at stake in a fight like this. His advice to Mario Barrios? Think long and hard. Floyd went as far as saying that if he were in Barrios' position, he would decline the bout. Not because Manny Pacquiao is past his prime, but because he's still capable of inflicting serious damage, especially when he's motivated to prove he still has something left to offer the world.
If I gotta be put in that position to be great, then that's not for me.
So while fans and critics continue to debate whether Manny is too old to compete, Mayweather's message remains crystal clear: don't dismiss the legend, because once that bell rings, age becomes irrelevant. What truly matters is whether you're prepared to withstand the relentless storm that is Manny Pacquiao. But now we want to hear from you, boxing fans. Is Mario Barrios underestimating a living legend? Could he end up paying the ultimate price? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth boxing coverage and exclusive fight breakdowns.